Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be talking about the Dutch Grand Prix weekend for Formula 1 and Formula 2, which was pretty interesting to say the least. But before we get into it, let's first talk about Monza, which is which is the next race for F1, F2, and the final race, or I should say the final weekend for F3. So let's get this started. Obviously, first off with F1. September 1st, which is Friday. There we go. FP1 and FP2. FP1 outside 1:30 to 2:30, and FP2 outside of 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. FP3 and qualifying on the next day, which is on a Saturday. FP3 outside 12:30 to 1:30, and qualifying outside of 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And then a race on September 3rd, on a Sunday, that'll be the race, outside at 3 o'clock. F2 now. Qualifying practice, both of them will be on a Friday. Practice will start at 11:05 a.m. to 11:50 a.m. and qualifying outside at 6 to 6:30 p.m. The sprint race on a Saturday, that's at 2:15 to 3 o'clock p.m. And Sunday, the feature race outside at 9:55 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. And then F3, which is then obviously F3, the final race of the season. Practice qualifying will be on a Friday. Practice will start at 9:40 a.m. to 10:25 a.m. and qualifying outside at 3:05 to 3:35 p.m. Sprint race on a Saturday, that'll start at 9:25 a.m. to 10:05 a.m. and the feature race on a Sunday, that'll start at 8:15 p.m. and to 9 a.m. So once again, very early for the F3 guys. And this is also the final race as well for this year's F3 season, and it's very much dominated by Gabriel Bortoleto. So no surprises there though. But let's now move on now to F2, obviously, the Dutch Grand Prix weekend for F2. Sprint race that didn't really happen, sadly. Isaac Hadjar, he got the win, and Victor Martins and Oliver Bearman, they got the podium. And then for the top 10, fourth place, we have Juan Manuel Carrera, Zane Maloney, Jack Doohan, Frederick Vesey, Clement Novalek, Hans Halger, and Jihan Davala around that at the top 10. Didn't really matter though because it was cancelled due to rain, which means that no points were given out. And there was also a bit of a highlight as well because both Campos cars crashed out, pretty sure along with Jack Crawford, and pretty sure Miney's car was the top of Boschung's car. And so that is how, I guess, maybe Campos' cars are made. So it was... I mean, it was pretty bad weather. Really bad weather in the sprint race, so that completely makes sense there. And then in the feature race, that was won by Clement Novalek. I'm pretty sure this is his first win since 2019 in his career, which is pretty impressive, a very long time ago. Then we have Zane Maloney and Jack Crawford round out the podium. And then for the top 10, we have Richard Verschoor, Dennis Halger, Isaac Hadjar, Enzo Fittipaldi, Emami Cordial, Victor Martins, and Juan Manuel Carrera round out the top 10. The championship contenders, they surprisingly crashed out, actually. Frederick Vesey, I'm pretty sure, like, his rear tires weren't on properly, so just think of 2010 Sebastian Buemi in Shanghai, pretty sure, but rear tires. Pretty on lap 1, Portier and Doohan, they collided. I'm pretty sure Awasa did not finish well. So, the top 4 championship contenders, yikes, not good. I'm pretty sure that this also now puts Victor Martins in a decent contention now of the championship, as obviously, as we get closer to Abu Dhabi, a lot more drivers are getting more desperate to at least be in the championship hunt. Standing wise though for F2, and obviously Teo Portier, he keeps his margin lead from Belgium, obviously before the summer break, to Frederick Vesey. Then we have Ayumi Owasa, Jack Doohan, Victor Martins, Enzo Fittipaldi, Oliver Bearman, Richard Verschoor, and Zane Maloney and Isaac Hadjar round out the top 10. So it's getting pretty close for the F2 season as we head over now to the penultimate round at Monza. We'll see what happens in between then and Yas Marina. But let's now move over now to Formula 1. Man, I'm about to fall asleep if I keep saying Max Verstappen is the winner of this race. At least the Dutch crowd is happy. But my god, it's getting boring. I won't be surprised if Red Bull wins all the races, which has never happened before, I just want to say. Closest one was McLaren in 1988 with Senna and Prost, and 2016 with Hamilton and Rosberg. Just saying. Then in second place, we have Fernando Alonso, then Pierre Gasly, who got help from Sergio Perez's 5-second time penalty, Speaking of Perez, he finished down in 4th place thanks to that penalty. Then Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris, Alexander Albon, Oscar Piastri, and Esteban Ocon round out the top 10. Then Lance Stroll, who's apparently is rumored to be possibly changing careers, go to tennis. Nico Hulkenberg, Liam Lawson replacing Daniel Ricciardo for this weekend because of Ricciardo breaking his hand in FP2. Then Kevin Magnussen, Valtteri Bottas, Yuki Tsunoda, George Russell, and then the 3 DNF drivers of Zhou Guanyu, Charles Leclerc, and Logan Sargent round out the top 20. To be fair to Sargent, he actually qualified really well. I'm pretty sure it was his first Q3 appearance, and then he crashed out sadly. And he crashed out here, as it looks like as well, on lap 15. Obviously, Zhou pretty sure also hit the barrier as well. Pretty sure he locked up, I'm guessing, and hit the barrier. And Leclerc, I'm guessing, was just a electrical issue or an engine failure. I'm not really too sure, but it's just classic Ferrari stuff, basically. Fast lap went to Fernando Alonso on lap 56 with a 113.837. Tire usage. This is the main thing I want to talk about. Weather was a massive thing. Basically, if you don't understand this chart, it's pretty easy though. It legit has all the legends up there. But the main thing was weather. That was the main thing about this race. I'm pretty sure like lap 1 it started rain, and then inters, and then it was dries, and it was inters, and like the last couple of laps. So it was very weather affected. This whole race. So, it threw off some strategy. I'm pretty sure I don't know. I'm pretty sure like Paris was in Italy and like Zhou was in second or something. Something like ridiculous there. So it was definitely very crazy. I felt really bad though for Liam Lawson since this was his first cup. This is not NASCAR. This is his first F1 race, and it was pretty mayhem. So luckily he finished really well either way. So and also, if Liam Lawson does get into F1 full time, watch out for him because he is a phenomenal driver from F2 Super Formula DTM. He's a phenomenal driver from New Zealand. So yeah, watch out for him if he does come into Formula 1 at a point as a full time driver. Hopefully, he's not like Nick DeVries because that'd be really bad. Driver of the day went to Fernando Alonso by a considerable amount. Then we got Alexander Albon, Max Verstappen, Pierre Gasly, and Lewis Hamilton. And the track information, that's what matters. You can read it on that. Penalties wise, though, we're only going for the race. So shout out as well to Kevin Magnussen, who will be starting the pit lane after changes in during Park Ferme. Liam Lawson, he had a 10-second time penalty for impeding Kevin Magnussen. Pit lane penalty as well for Pierre Gasly, Sergio Perez, and Kevin Magnussen. And causing a collision as well from Yuki Tsunoda. Once again, a 5-second time penalty, and 2 penalty points also been added onto his license. Standings now after the race. Verstappen continues to lead by a considerable amount, and then we have Sergio Perez, Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton, Carlos Sainz moves up 2 places over Charles Leclerc and George Russell. And Lando Norris, Lance Stroll, Pierre Gasly moves up 2 spots over Esteban Ocon and Oscar Piastri. Alexander Albon, Nico Hulkenberg, Valtteri Bottas, Zhou Guanyu, Yuki Tsunoda, Kevin Magnussen, Logan Sargent, Nick DeVries, and down also in 21st and 22nd, which for some reason he's not there. We have Daniel Ricciardo and Liam Lawson as well down there. Constructors, though, no changes here. So Red Bull, Mercedes, Aston Martin, Ferrari, McLaren, Alpine, Williams, Haas, Alfa Romeo, and AlphaTauri down in last place. So just a reminder that pretty sure, yes, it is next week's race. So next week's race will be Monza for F1, F2, and the final race for F3. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.